Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for mid-April 2022. We're going to jump right in here, Libra. This will be part 1, and there will be a part 2 that is linked up in the description down below. So let's see here what is going on for you. You have this Taurus card here at the beginning, and it says cultivate on it, and you also have that Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, he needs to kind of plant seeds. He needs to, he needs to cultivate something. He needs something to grow in his life, and it could be anything. So you have this cultivate card. I feel like it's saying it's time to get to work for you here. I would say if you already, for some of you, I feel like you already are cultivating something. Some of you could literally be saving. You could be like working on saving money and things like that as well. You could be investing. I feel like some of you could be investing your time, though, into a project, and you're wondering if it's going to pay off. You have this archway card at the end. I can't really read it because it's far away. I'm going to read it at the end, but it says something about new opportunities. And again, I feel like you're kind of cultivating a new opportunity in your life. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. It's kind of weird. Like, a lot of people have had this type of energy here, Three of Swords to the Five of Cups. This is sadness, something not working out. But the Page of Pentacles really tells me that if something has been a disappointment, if something hasn't been working out in your life, then things are probably going to be working out much better in a new situation. And I just feel that pretty much every single person that is on Earth right now needs to let go of something. And this could just be something that just isn't working for you in life. And it could be love, but it doesn't have to be. Three of Swords can be anything heartbreaking, or it could be anything that makes you sad. But I also feel that you've put a lot of work into something with the Three of Pentacles, which, again, I feel for pretty much everyone. Everyone is being asked to maybe, it's not, I hesitate to say the word cutting your losses, because it's not like you're cutting your losses, but, those are kind of like the words that are popping into my head, like cutting your losses. So it's like, if something isn't working for you any longer, whatever it is, maybe it's time to make a change with this energy. You do have the Three of Swords, which could represent some sadness, but I do like to remind people that the Three of Swords is temporary. It is meant to represent something that is temporary as well. Very specifically in the tarot, the Three of Swords does represent something that isn't going to last for a very long time. It can represent forgiveness and needing to forgive a situation, but I actually don't really get that for you here. I get more just needing to realize that there's something that, the universe knows best. And we even see this here on the Three of Pentacles. I'll show you right here. There's a water triangle right here. And this is a fire triangle. The fire triangle kind of at the top represents the work that he has already done. The water triangle represents like the cherry on top, something better that could be coming in for him, or more work that he could do. It kind of says like he's done a good job on the project, and it does represent quality work, so he's done a really good job, but is there more? Could he do, has he done something to the highest degree of his ability? The answer is no, actually. With the Three of Pentacles, there is more. There's a whole other level that he can be on. There's like a whole other level of genius when it comes to the Three of Pentacles. And I kind of feel that for you here in your reading. Not trying to be dramatic here, but, I feel like there's just like, you could be exceeding your expectations. I say this to a lot of people right now because I really feel the universe wants us to exceed our own expectations, just to break us free, basically. Next, you have the Vulture card. This card says nothing is wasted. So, again, if you're walking away from something, I feel like you need to realize that you're not starting over with the Vulture spirit. The Vulture spirit says, you're not starting from a place of lack. You're starting from a place of like having a lot of knowledge, knowing how to do stuff, all that other stuff. So it's like, I think sometimes we feel like we wasted our time on a relationship, for example, but really you didn't. It's a perspective thing. You probably learned a lot. You probably learned things to do and things not to do in the situation. And I feel that with the Vulture card. This card, vultures are masters of conservation of energy, right? They soar around in the sky. They don't really flap their wings until they find food because they want to save their energy. And I feel that for you, where I feel you've been in this period of time that has maybe seemed a little bit slow. Maybe it seems like you've been kind of just floating around. And now things are about to speed up. Your last row Chariot and the Knight of Wands. I mean, that is very quick movement. That is a lot of momentum, and that is things moving forward very, very quickly as well. You have the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Wands, or the Eight of Wands here. I was looking at the three right here. That's why I said it. If you're wondering what the hell is wrong with him, he can't even read the number 8. It's because I was looking at these 3 right here. But anyway, the Eight of Wands, I feel like, is talking about quick success and quick movement. The Eight of Wands is a card of a quick conclusion or quick movement. You have the Chariot as well, which is also an energy of things moving very, very quickly. Again, you're not the only sign that gets this message. It's very similar energy. And again, I blame this on the astrology, but I think what's going on here is that, if you're moving from one thing to another, I feel you need to understand that it's going to move very, very quickly. If you're quitting one job and going to another, things at the new job, I think, are going to progress much faster than you realize. You're coming at it from a place of more knowledge and more wisdom. If you're getting into a new relationship, same thing. I feel like you're kind of coming at it from a better perspective, and that's going to be the thing that leads to more success probably faster with the Eight of Wands. I'm also getting a very social energy here off the Eight of Wands. To me, the Eight of Wands is the card of socializing or being social. So if you are socializing, this is a very good card. I do feel that there are a lot of benefits in socializing and in kind of building a community. So if you're doing that, this looks good. The Five of Cups, I feel, is talking about a disappointment, like if you were to leave something behind. But he needs to see these 2 cups, because if he sees the 2 cups, he sees the bridge and the castle. The castle represents safety, security, comfort, and protection. So it's like you're not really leaving something behind that is, really amazing. It's spilt over. I feel like if you're moving towards something new, that you're moving towards a lot more success, abundance, and security. You also have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is about holding on too tightly to something that no longer serves you. So I definitely feel it is time to move towards something new with the Four of Pentacles. I also feel like a journey is going to be much easier than you think. You have the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. I mean, these are like charging straightforward type of energies here. And you have that Archway card, which says a new path is opening or something. Again, we'll read that in a second. But, that kind of gives me the vibes of things moving forward much quicker than you realize. So I feel like something is going to move quicker than you realize. It's like happening much faster than you think. You have this card says October on it, and you also have this Archway card. It says new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So, that reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. This Archway card kind of looks like the Ace of Pentacles. I feel that it could be something that happens in October. It is funny. We have basically Jupiter will be moving into Aries soon. I think it's like May something, or whenever it is, May something, like May 10th or somewhere around there, right? Jupiter enters into Aries. Then in October, it's going to retrograde out. And it is interesting that you have this October card. It could be one of those things where you start doing work on something right now, and then because of the Jupiter retrograde, you actually see the results in the future. And that can happen quite a bit with Jupiter, and it doesn't really matter what house it's happening in. And the other thing I like to remind people is it doesn't matter if Jupiter's retrograde. It's not like a Mercury retrograde. Jupiter is always positive, pretty much no matter what. So there are some exceptions, of course, but for the most part, it doesn't matter if it's going forwards or backwards. Jupiter is going to be positive no matter what. So there could be like definitely something you're working on now that is you're going to really see the results on in October. That does not mean that you're not going to see results right now, because I feel like you are. You have the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you need to make the choice for sure. Two of Pentacles is like being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. I always like to remind people that the Two of Pentacles kind of says, pick the new path. Pick the new thing to do. And not only that, I need to go back to this camera because you can see the waves above my fingers there. They start small and then they get bigger over here. Sometimes I feel with the Two of Pentacles, not always, but sometimes, I feel like the Two of Pentacles is saying that something is getting harder and harder to ignore. And what I mean by that is it's like a project, a business, an idea, a new relationship, a new person, whatever it is new that's coming into your life. It can be one of those things that builds where something kind of gets harder and harder and harder to ignore. And that's what I feel here with the Two of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is talking about charging forward toward success. I feel really good about this Knight of Wands. Sometimes I don't, but Again, just intuitively, I feel this is a very positive energy that is around you. He is in the desert, the Knight of Wands, but he kind of is willing to figure out a way to get out of the desert. That's the whole point. It's like, yeah, he is in a part of his life where maybe he lacks the resources to do something, or he doesn't know exactly what he needs to do, but he's spontaneous. He's willing to explore. He's, an explorer. He's an adventurer. He's willing to do all those things. And I feel like this is an energy that you are embracing at this time, Libra. I feel like it's an energy that is around you. And finally, you have this Chariot. So there's clearly a victory coming in for you. I feel like your inner world and your outer world really need to match. He has these stars in his canopy up here. He has these moons on his shoulders. The Chariot represents as above, so below, but it really kind of represents your inner world matching your outer world. And if you can do anything to make that happen, that would be a good idea. Meditation, scripting, talking to yourself. I tell people all the time that people in my town probably think I'm crazy because I drive around and I just talk to myself the entire time about like how I want my day to go. For example, on my way here, driving here, I was talking about how I was going to get a lot accomplished, how many videos I was going to do, how great it was going to be for the highest good of all, and like all that other stuff, right? So, I'm a big fan of doing that, especially with the Chariot, brainwashing yourself, right? That's what I call it. And so I feel like if we can brainwash ourselves into doing good things, then we will accomplish good things. And again, I've been doing this for like the past 4-5 years or so, and I don't think it's a mistake or a coincidence, I should say, that my channel has really grown over the past 4 or 5 years since I started really kind of brainwashing myself. But talking to yourself is a great way to do it. Writing affirmations, things like that, all good. I also feel that some of you, there is quick movement. Again, Eight of Wands is very quick, a very quick movement, very, something that happens very, very quickly in your life. And so it looks to me like there could be an opportunity that is coming in for you. The thing about opportunities that show up with the Knight of Wands is usually they're very random, right? He's very spontaneous. So if there's an opportunity that comes into your life, I literally feel like I'm not getting any one thing, by the way. I feel like it could be anything. I'm reading for a bunch of you. So it looks to me like in the middle of this month, there could be just a random opportunity. I feel like saying between now and May 10th. So it might not happen this month. It might be at the beginning of May, but take it how it resonates. But what I would say here, I feel like there could be like a random opportunity that kind of shows up. And I would just say, take it. Maybe, Knight of Wands, maybe he doesn't know exactly the details. Maybe he has to be more flexible, right? He has to, because he is the energy of being spontaneous, meaning that if he starts on a new opportunity and one way doesn't work, he goes another way. He just goes a different direction. And so I would stay open. I feel like the more open you can be, the better. But I really feel like something's happening fast. We're going to find out what in part 2, which is linked up down below.